hello. Welcome to your Samhain Live, Halloween Live, whatever you want to call it. I'm not actually going to go live on Halloween Day, or on Halloween, but decided that thank you to everyone who liked first. Say hello. Say hello, my friend Boo. All right, you guys. So it took me a while just to get here. I had to do a few things. It's Sunday night. And yeah, let's see here if I can get on my computer so that I can answer some questions. Yes. All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, Aces. Hi, Jenica. Hi, everybody. All right. All right, so I'm just going to put a few things. Just a few things to pin on the board. I guess I could do it beforehand, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and by the way, hi, I am here. I am. I am ready for it. I love I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. That's the extent of my dress up though. Gloves, hat. There you go. Spooky lady. I'm done. All right. So, uh, okay. For specific questions. Everybody say hi. Don't forget to put the like when you come in. Welcome, everybody. So glad to see you. Okay, my mouse doesn't want to work. There it is. Okay. Pin message. There you go. Okay, so now I can get rid of this and get to the important part. Did I put anything else? Who doesn't celebrate Halloween? Okay, you do not. Hello, everybody. Why not? Why not? In the very least, why not just go, I don't know. I don't know if celebrating Halloween. We're in a house, our house is far away from the townhouses, so we don't get any trick-or-treaters. Um, but I don't know. I don't decorate too much. I decorate like my table here, but my kids are grown, right? The kids are grown. I have no grandchildren. I'm in that in between. So I don't know. It's much more fun when you have kids because they get all excited about it, and it's just seeing it through their eyes. It's so much fun. Okay, Jenica, why was your message retracted? What'd you say? If you hashtag stuff, it might get removed. I have no idea. I don't know what. I think that's an AI thing that does it. So, all right. So I wanted to put like the spooky lights, but then nobody would have seen anybody. So, trust me when I say that the lights are here. Let me see here if I can bring them into view. Ooh. Oh, and they don't even show up. They're orange. They don't even show up here. But you see them in the readings, right? So I see them. So to everybody, oh, I keep hitting that. Mass of disorganization today. It's been that kind of day. I got up and then went back to bed. It's been that kind of a day. It's it's in between, I guess, nice fall and ugly fall and winter. So it gets to be that rainy type of season. And this morning it snowed. I was looking out the window and I went, no. And then, yes, it was snow. Okay, so now I've lost the chat. Okay, so let's see if I can do whoever is giving me really big hearts. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Naomi, I think, if I see you. If you want a question answered, you have to go to the super chat section, okay? Hi, Lisa. Hi, Fairy Glow, Fairy Grow. Well, I grew up Messianic Jew and a family literally wouldn't allow us. We would all go to one house and then we had to pretend we didn't exist when the trick-or-treaters came. Aw, that sucks. Okay, so anybody who has questions, there's super chats in the bottom, and I'm not really doing that today. Today I'm doing ancestors, okay? I got this beautiful deck for those of you who have been following along. Let me see here. I got it this week. It's called The Beloved Dead. Look at that. It's such a beautiful deck. I actually saw it a deep dive on Lisa Papa's channel. Some of you may be familiar. And when I saw the deck, I was completely like enthralled with it. I absolutely loved it. I said, "Oh my God, I need this deck." And then, hi, Kat. So, talking about the deck. I pulled some cards and I actually texted Kat and went, "Oh my God, this thing's awesome!" And yeah, that was pretty much it. For those of you who are interested, I do a little more deep dive and a flip through. It's coming up in the future weeks. It's in the membership part of my channel, and you can be a member for $3 a month, and you get access to all the videos I've done. I do one extra video every Friday. I do flip throughs, I do meditations, I do all kinds of things, and you have access to all of it. So if that interests you, go ahead. It's not expensive and it helps me. So there you go. All right, so we have 10 in the room, 10 thumbs up. I can go for that. So Jenica, it will be our first time taking my daughter trick-or-treating. Oh, that's so special. Okay. Okay, like I will do questions later on, but for today, for Samhain, for Halloween, it's going to be ancestor messages, okay? So some people may be able to come in. Thank you, Naomi. Okay. Hold on here. I guess you guys, you're going to make me take a deck out, huh? Okay. You got questions now. Okay. Okay, can you see a bigger house for me in the near future? Let's see. Let me find a deck to use. A full deck because I've got some on the go. Do I use this one? Yeah, why not? Okay. Let's use the Light Seers. And then I'm going to get into the ancestor decks, okay? So, if you guys want messages from your ancestors, now today is the night, right? Okay, so Naomi, it looks like this is the first card that came out, and that's a card of transitioning. So that's usually means that's what you're looking to do. Okay, that's obviously, this is just validating your question. You want to move, you want to go somewhere, right? So I see movement coming up. There's a however. It looks like first the purse holding the pennies or the money, and then there's the wheel of fortune with the money. So I feel that this is kind of saying that once you have the funds or something of the sort, it will move forward. Eventually, yes, you will be going into something bigger. You will be going into, yeah, absolutely. But it seems to be about funds. The Four of Pentacles usually means that you're holding on to your funds, you're protecting your funds. But since I see like the Wheel of Fortune with more funds, it feels like you get to elevate as soon as you have more of these. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, and I saw somebody else donate. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me see here. I think anyway. His life Halloween, does he have anything for me? Okay. Okay, so Naomi, I answered your first question, okay, for your house. And I'm sorry to hear that your dad took his life on Halloween. Kate Potter, Kelowna, why do I keep going for emotionally unavailable people? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Kat. All right. So she's breaking it. She's breaking it. All right. So the way I'm going to do it is that first card, there's 3 cards that's going to be pulled. The first card is the who. The second card is the validation, so that you can, because usually the first card can be a number of people, you know. You could say the first card, it's addiction, and then you can have like 3 or 4 people down the line that's an addiction. The second card is a validation card to let you know exactly who they're talking about. And the third card is the message. So we're going to go that way, okay? So here we go. And it's even better. All right. Are you ready? So as always, I'm going to have Mona and Liam help me out here because we are talking about people who have passed. Some of these ancestors, you may know who they are. And again, they're saying there's some ancestors we don't know about. They're like 4 or 5 generations removed, and we may not know who they are. So hopefully it's somebody you recognize. And we will put the first card out, which is called the Spirit Chair, I do believe, or the Spirit Throne. My apologies. And this is the card to invite them to come and see us, okay? So that card's on the table, and we're going to start with the first card. And I'm going to need glasses. All right. I'm getting hot. I'm warm. It's not nerves. I'm just getting warm. Okay. So I'm going to have to explain a little bit what's happening as I go. There is, when you get the Act of Love card, you usually need to pull a second card. So you're actually going to get probably, in the very least, 4 cards for this. And the card of Observation is the first one that comes out. Okay. What I'm getting from that, it is somebody who is closely watching you, which is, I guess, could be creepy, but I don't think it's meant to be. This deck is very loving and the energies that it offers. Observation and attention. Now, what I get is that this is somebody who has been observing you and also trying to get your attention. Absolutely. I see that in the flute. Okay. So that's your who. So now you need to try and figure out who that might be, right? Let's pull a second card for validation. And I will look at the book just to let you know. This is to validate who this person was. Somebody who was very religious. That's just too weird. And their message is communication. All right. Yeah. Even I know who this is. But it's because I know Kat. So, all right. So let's see what the message is. Communication. So here you are, minding your own business when someone says or does something, and now you must answer or vice versa. A statement, a question. You quickly process the data. You synthesize the choice of words, tone, and unspoken body language and facial expressions. Different people trigger different responses. This is their message from you, okay? They're trying to communicate this to you, just in case. Some people automatically bring out the best in you, inspiring reason, trust, and confidence, agreement. Others conjure the worst, provoking worthlessness, defiance, pig-headedness, suspicion, sycophancy, combustion. Why is this? Some stimuli can regress you back to a time in your past that makes you feel, think, and act like a feral kid. Then you speak. And how did that work out for you? Oh my God. When communication appears, it wants to explore how you're relating to others in your life. According to Dr. Eric Berne, father of the theory of transactional analysis, there are three key ego states: parent, adult, and child, and you routinely shift between them. In a nutshell, the parent ego state is one of two voices. I'm the boss of you is learned from the adults around us who always say they know better. Orders and prohibitions punctuate this controlling voice. This voice says do, don't, never, always. Or this parent is the voice of the nurturer, enabler, protector, modeled by a caregiver with an open heart and sometimes no boundaries. The child ego state also has at least two voices, one that's adaptive, compliant, obedient, disciplined, apologetic, pleasing, and needy, or that's spontaneous, wild, creative, defiant, fiery, and in your face. This Pee Wee Herman ego state likes to whine, whinge, snort, giggle, throw tantrums, I don't care, no, you are, get out of my face. The adult ego state is rational, reasonable, non-threatened and non-threatening voice. It's firmly rooted in the here and now. It asks questions that engage. It begins a conversation when, in my most humble and not wildly me-based opinion, or I appreciate. This is the healthiest, maturest voice. It gets the parent ego state off their perch and talks to the child ego state off the ledge. Not only does it generate the most successful interaction, but it can also, by example, teach the reactive parent and child to behave. Our beloved debt of communication known this will take work, but relationships can improve by developing an awareness of your own role in a transaction. Be mindful of your intent, which affects your words and tone, and keep looking for the mature response. It's the pattern breaker. So there you go. That's quite something, isn't it? So I don't think I need to tell you who is sending you a message, but if you do, I'll call you after. Anyway, that was pretty cool. So I hope you got something out of that. What I got from that, it's for every relationship in your life, not just the one that you have with children. Okay? It's how you perceive others that all people have. The parent, the child, and the adult. We all have it. I think I'm stuck on that child some days. More than I know. Yeah, that was very cool. And you guys, Kat has his very spiritual, and yeah, she has somebody who fits exactly that description. So, all right, you guys, that was cool. All right, so do I have any members here today? Jenny, Jenny, you're one of my patrons, right? Let me see here. I know I should keep a list. I know I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Please, please. I already know. Oh, they keep changing the name here. Yes, you are. And so is Lisa. Okay. So Lisa, that's Wonder Seeker. All right. So you guys, let me go back to my page where I see you. Okay. Top 2 weeks ahead for me. I'd like a message to help me get through. So let me see. I will go with you since you are a member. It's not going to be from the Ancestors cards. It's just for your message, okay? For your 2 weeks coming up. Ooh. Okay, so you had the Four of Wands come in right away. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Maybe not 2 weeks, but in 4 weeks, because it's the Four of Wands. I feel like in a month's time, things are going to get a lot better. Okay. You do have the Two of Cups, so it's showing me some harmony coming in. And also, I feel like with the Queen of Wands, it's showing me that your mood will improve greatly. Like, you're holding the light, you're holding the wand. It's almost like the light starts shining. You start radiating it back out of yourself. This could also be a message to work on this for yourself as well. So I hope that helps you out, okay? And I saw Wonder Seeker, which is Liza. Hello. Yes, keep putting hearts. I love the hearts. Love the hearts. Hi, Dora. Okay, I'm just catching up. Oh, and you asked for the ancestors. Okay, well, I'm just going to pull one card for ancestors, Jenica, okay? They might be able to give you something. Parton? For Jenny. For Jenny. For her 2 weeks. Any help from ancestors? Ooh. Okay, so I get disconnect. Okay. Again, now you have the number 3. It's kind of interesting. Let me see. Let me see. I love the first sentence. Just kind of says it all. Between the 2 weeks, okay, and getting to the end of the 2 weeks, listen to this sentence. Between here and there lies an eternity. Isn't that terrible? Oh, a space, an us against them polarization, a misunderstanding. At its best, disconnect refers to parties who aren't making the most of their time. They aren't seeing things the same way, not on the same page, having opposed views and leanings. Oh, at the worst, this card indicates a withdrawal of support or solidarity, an experience of ghosting that rouses feelings of abandonment, unworthiness, and insecurity. Okay, so this is that you may not have been close. No, this is for the ancestors. So it talks about an ancestor. So that's not it. We're not going there. Uh, I want to see what they're saying. Okay. It's saying is delivering a message to stop engaging in the current situation, individual or stimulus. Just walk away of toxic or unsustainable environment with the full support of your ancestor or beloved dead who always have your back. So they're telling you the message, yeah, disconnect from the negativity, okay? And you have support here. See, you have support. They're helping you turn your back on this stuff, whatever that might be. I don't know what you're going through, but the messages are kind of all gelling together, aren't they? All right. And Lisa, do you want a card as well? I love you too. Do you want a card? Let me know. Surprise me, oh ancestors, what you got? And thank you for the compliments. Yes, I like the blue shirt too, but I prefer the butterflies. They have a double thing. They're kind of holding the shirt to my bra strap. You all wanted to know that, right? Right now, you wanted to know that right at this moment. Okay. So I have 3 on the books, 3 beautiful members. If you guys have questions, there's super chats at the bottom. Doesn't matter how much you give. Just throw something in there, throw me your question, and I'll be glad to answer it. If you want an ancestor card or you just want a straight up answer to questions, I have both decks here. Okay? All right. So, aces. Oh, this should be good. Message for aces. Competition. Right away when this card came out, all I felt is that overcoming. That's what I heard. It's like, you know, like when you're in a competition, you're trying to be the best or overcoming at something. And well, just look. All I heard is overcoming. It's almost like life is a competition, isn't it? Competition. Let's see. Competition indicates an individual or ancestor who loves watching or participating in sports or games, deriving great pleasure from the race and rivalry, drive and discipline, the thrills and tests of mettle. If you receive this, you could be personally stick handling a contender, drawn into a contest or clash of wills, a battle of wits. That's what I feel like you're made to conquer something. Do you have an ancestor in your past who was that type of personality? Somebody who's like a go-getter. Okay. Uh, Competition also looks at your personal style under pressure. When you're in a situation that tests your courage and stamina, do you fight to perform well? That's what I feel like. Overcoming. You're like, when you're put up against the wall, you're like, I got this, right? I would say that's pretty accurate, isn't it? Oh, it says is, or do you listen to monkey mind chatter from childhood playbook? You're no good. Nobody believes in you. You can't win. Now, if you're doing that, stop it. Okay. Um, okay. Typically, a contest involves two sides or teams. You and fill in the blank. Yet there's a third energy at play, sitting on the sidelines, waiting for directions. Consider this your spirit cheerleader. Ah, you have a cheerleader in the background. If you continually doubt your ability, feed the monkeys, or are too hard on yourself, you become a house divided. Your spirit cheerleader follows your unconscious lead, hops over the opponent's side, and now it's two against you. The beloved dead of competition is on your side. It reminds you of the importance of self advocacy. In order to operate at peak performance, choose you. I say that's good. Practice, prepare, set realistic expectations, and eliminate all of the old scripts and rules from your childhood. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play your own game. All right? So, somebody is definitely, I feel, rooting for you in the background. I'm familiar with what they're playing with. It is hockey, it is Canada's national sport. So, there you go. Okay, let's see here. I'm surrounded a lot of by butterflies, dragonflies. Uh-huh. I know, right? I'm expecting something drastic. When I felt what you heard. Well, that's good. Like, I understand. My life is a battle of wits, and I don't really know any of my ancestors, to be honest. I still think I'm adopted, and yes, extremely accurate. Okay, so, like I said before, I had also that feeling that this ancestor you don't know about, or like I said at the beginning, but I don't think it's anybody you know, but it's somebody who's definitely there. So they're saying as long as you're playing the winning team, they're on your team. Okay? So remember that. When you're defeating yourself, do not. All right. So, next, Lisa. This deck is so cool, you guys. This is such a cool deck. I had my dad come through and I was sitting here crying big, ugly tears. Actually, I did it on a member video, so, but I was like, I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. All right. So, Lisa. Who's coming in for Lisa? Yeah. You see the smile on my face before? It's kind of, yeah. Home. See that? Okay. General Contracting 101. A house is a structure with walls, rooms, and windows. Yet every house, whether an old or new build, has an energy, personality, and character that is seasoned by its history, landscape, building materials, the flow of the footprint, and architecture, and the laughter and tears of its inhabitants. Then there's a sublime alchemy between these elements that turns a house into a home. Home has a heart. Home isn't a longitude or latitude, it's a consciousness. It's where you feel uniquely personal, deeply internal comfort and protection from the raging external. It's wherever you feel most alive and can let down your guard, be vulnerable, and be yourself, no matter what. While this is a sanctuary that engenders feelings of well being and belonging, home isn't always your own country or place of residence. You could feel at home standing on the ramparts of a castle, overlooking narrow, winding, shiny cobblestone streets, darkened by rain, Or whenever you walk into your grandmother's kitchen and take that slow, calming inhale of the herbs and savory scents that permeate the place and your memories. Home resonates with love and understanding. It's an oasis built on precious and less complicated moments. And in this space, time does its best to move backward and stand still. The beloved dead of home says that if you want to raise the vibration of your house, this is the example to follow. The Danish have a word, pronounced hugu. It has no English translation, but it's said that the closest approximation is cozy. It hails from a long ago language and promotes a lifestyle atmosphere and aesthetic that comforts and consoles. There is also a hugu, props, and ways to engage in coziness. Lighting a candle or a fire, putting on an old scratchy vinyl, wrapping yourself in a soft blanket, or hanging crystals that scatter prisms of light around the room. Remember that home can also be a room, attic, shed, balcony, any nook or cranny that you can turn into your own hideaway. A power space dedicated to everything and anything that makes you unspeakably and deliriously happy and comfortable. So, there you go. I hope that, I don't know, made you feel what I felt when this card came in. I've been looking for that. So I can relate to that right now, on a way that that kind of feeling and that kind of place comes from inside, not outside. Sometimes we look so, we always say, when I get this place, or when I do this, or when I, accomplish that, then I'm going to feel complete or at home. And I've realized that with time, that home is a state of mind. It's something that you can create, like they said, with a beautiful curtain, with a certain color of paint on the wall. You can do that pretty easily, but it has to come from within, right? You have to feel it and then create it, and you can create it in any space that you're in. So I think that was the message for you. All right. So let me see. Rajkumari, thank you so much. Okay, that's the thing with this. I don't creep into other people's energies, but what I can do with your question is say something like, let me see. Let me see how I can work that out for you. Okay, so just in case, I have to put that at the top as well to pin it out, is I don't usually just go creeping into other people's energies. That's just not a thing that I do. So you can ask it by your standpoint. Let's make it all about you. Okay? Let me see here. So I'm guessing, let's try this way. Rajkumari. My name is Jane, by the way. Do you feel that this person likes you? Or do you feel that this person does not like you? So answer me in the comments and I'll help you with the rest, okay? Let me see if I can get... likes you. Okay. So Spirit, are the feelings, are Rajkumari's feelings in sync with what he's feeling? Is he in sync with that? Okay, so we're going to do 3 cards here. Okay. So what you want to know is if it's a give and take, right? Because obviously you like this person and you want to know if they like you back. Okay. So second card came out. Let's see what the third card is that fell on the ground. It doesn't mean anything at all. Just means I'm a terrible shuffler. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what I'm hearing is there's a few things that have to get past before you get to your happy ending. There's going to be delays to your happy ending. At least that's what I feel. Okay? Because I feel this is the Nine of Wands. It's the card of perseverance, but it's also the card of feeling sometimes like you want to give up. So it could also be the card of confusion, I feel here. Okay? I feel a little bit of emotional upheaval when it comes to you with this, because the Tower comes in with the 2. Okay, and I know some people would say no, but you also have the 2 of Cups that come in with it. Okay, so it feels like a journey for me with you. I feel there's delays, but there is the prospect for it. Okay, I feel that this has to do with you, though. I mean, not with you, in other words, not like you're the one who's responsible for making it happen, but I mean about the way you are seeing it and the way you are feeling it inside. That's what I feel. And I feel that this Tower can be you sometimes. That could just be feeling like a little bit like I need to see the light. I need to see what's going on. I can't see what's going on. I don't understand in order to get this. Um, let me pull just one more. I want to ask them, does he need to do anything? He or she, I apologize. What is stress Mari need to do more? Okay, so yeah. I feel there's a lot going on with emotionally here. So the Ace of Pentacles is making me feel like it's saying start with one thing. Just one thing. Something that you can plant, something that can grow. Okay? So I feel like a slowing of the mind because all of these are 2. You see, there's 2, there's 2, there's 2. I feel like they're saying take care of you, grow you, and then go forward that way. It's almost like it's a clarity will come once you take care of you. I hope that helps. I don't know much of your situation. All right. Thank you. A diamond, that was my grand. Light my candle. All right. So here we go. Here it is. All right. So let me see if I can. I don't know if I can change my message, but as I said before, if you have a question, please make sure it is regarding your energy. I don't do anybody else's energy. Just like I wouldn't stand and watch anybody in their shower washing. I don't go and sneak into their energy. So when you're asking, ask about you, but you can turn it around so that you can talk about the subject, but talk it in from your viewpoint. It's very easy to do. You just have to put it from your perspective. Am I seeing this clearly? Am I understanding correctly? Right? Is there something else I need to see in regards to that? So thank you to everybody so far. So how we have 18. Hello, everybody. So don't forget to hit that like button as you're coming in. I'm not seeing any more conversations, so I'm kind of hoping that maybe it's stopped, maybe. When you said that word, my soft blanket. Okay, did I show you guys first of all? Boo. Hello. Say hello, Boo. This is Boo. So cute. You're welcome, Raj Kumari. I wish you the best of luck with the person you are looking to bond with. All right. So let's see here. That was really... No, the home card, Holly, was for Lisa. Adorable. All right. So, this beautiful ancestor deck, I'm just going to let you know the stuff here. Maybe I should go look here. I should go find it and put the... Give me a second, you guys. I'm going to go find it on Amazon and put the link. Okay. So I hope you guys have had a very good weekend. Mine has been rainy and cold. The beloved dead. There it is. And as I've already mentioned, it snowed today. Very interesting. Can hardly believe it this morning. Yeah, and in the background you hear the scratching. That would be my bunny. There you go. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to read you what the deck has, just for fun, while everybody else kind of comes in and chit-chats and does their thing. What's in the box? 1 Spirit Throne card, 10 Acts of Love cards, 69 Beloved Dead cards, and 1 Ouija card, which I don't use. And it says, we view this last card as a deck's wild card, and so it comes without interpretation. When the Ouija card appears in a reading, take it as a sign that a spirit is lingering just outside the cards in your reading, and perhaps that's another question needs to be asked. Now, I will eventually define it as something else. Maybe ask another question or have another ancestor come in. But I don't let anybody, my guides won't let anybody linger around, so I don't, everything that comes through has to come through the guides. So There you go. It says, let's break these down. The Spirit Throne card. Think of this as a special staging card. The Majestic Spirit Throne, it isn't one of the family oracle cards. It's unique and has its own purpose. It's meant to be used as a seat of honor, a sacred space within which to hold counsel. You can use a Spirit Throne card to call upon your ancestors, to invite them for conversation, to connect with a particular spirit, and as a beginning or ending card to open and close ritual work. The act of love cards. This I love too. And my friend got one. It was, what is it, observation? In other words, it was, you know, it had many meanings. But these 10 cards are your special forces team. They are the oracles of acts of love. These cards represent energetic transactions and choices that once made become your alchemy, turning baser instincts into gold. They can represent an individual, an energetic imprint, or an ancestor. They have the potential to release pain and shift unconscious drivers that throw you out of alignment. If you receive one or a few of these cards in your reading, you're being asked to augment and finish your work by committing to a high vibrational act of love. This particular 10-member choir of beloved dead brings in these acts to help stimulate the process of growth and healing for you. Once you flip over a card and it's an act of love, it also acts as an additional layer of meaning. In other words, when you pull another beloved dead oracle card, lay it on top of the act of love. Pay attention to the position in which it's landed. Make special note of which other beloved dead have summoned this card for you. And then it says we'll talk more about the section in the book. For now, be aware that an act of love card represents a charged area that wants some extra consideration. It's not uncommon to pull more than one act of love card in your reading. If there's chaos or confusion, dense, dark, or stuck energy, these cards are designed to open up your heart chakra, restoring and increasing flow. The Beloved Dead cards. The Beloved Dead cards are a esteemed family of radiant souls. They will have a lot to say about your day-to-day interactions, personal dynamics, and experience of life. Each card will feature a character in a scene. The card is representative of the message from that scene. Ask a question, connect with the card's energy, and receive its celestial perspective. Enlightened and so full of afterlife, every spirit in this deck is a bright star in the constellation that is your soul's enchanted quest. These are the voices of your protective and guiding ancestors. Spirit helper who understands that every minute you spend on this side of the veil, there's great work to be done. They've come together to reconcile the fellowship of the past with the unlimited potential of the future. There you go. All right. Okay, so what was held for review here? It was sleeting here in Illinois. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Very beautiful elder. Thank you, Gemstone, the solid. The solid. MILF. Thank you. Well, I have entered that. I have entered that part of my life. Well, at least I wasn't called a cougar yet. I'm sure that's coming though. All right. So, we have 11. Oh, I think I've lost some of my crowd. That's okay. It's been almost an hour. So do I still have any of my members? Anybody who has questions? Like I said before, super chat's below. Put something in there. Put your question in the super chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. Please make sure to keep the question relevant to you, not somebody else. I don't creep other people's energies. I don't do health questions either. And I don't do lottery questions because, well, I don't do that. I don't do that. If I could tell you the lottery numbers, I tell them to myself. And then, will I be rich? And I wouldn't have to tell you the lotto numbers because I'd probably share it with all of you. So, yeah. No, I don't do that. I'm not that kind of reader, y'all. Okay. So let's see on this spooky night, which I forgot to put my spooky music. I would right now, but I won't. I was going to put like some rainy background, and as usual, my brain forgot. All right. Yeah, I knew that. Time out. That's what I got. Sorry, Gemstone. All right. So you guys, what's the message? The message for this week. Hello, Ambra. Okay, so there's a lot of powerful energy coming in for the week. You have the Temperance card. See this right here? Yeah, the Temperance card. It's talking about a balance. I like the fact that you almost see like the sun and the, the darkness and the light. You have to remember that even though when we're feeling a little off because it feels like we got more darkness than light going on, that we need that darkness so that when we are done, we can feel what the light feels like. I mean, honestly, I always remember one of the first messages that I got was they put me in an all white room. I was white, the room was white, everything was white. Nothing was indistinguishable from each other. And it was like not being able to see because of all that brightness, all that lightness that was around me. And then I was shown a tone, music, or at least I was hearing one monotonous tone with no pauses. Music is about the pauses. The pauses can be seen as the darkness, as the quiet, as the yin and the yang, or whatever you want to call it. You need the contrast of both to create something fantastic. So remember that, okay? Everything is in balance. If today feels like a pile of crap, well, when tomorrow feels a lot better, you're going to be able to really tell the difference. And sometimes you have to be grateful that you have days that you don't feel so great, because then it makes you realize how great the good days feel, okay? I know sometimes it's hard because we have some really terrible days where we lose loved ones and we feel like the life and the world is just not going to be ever the same again. And it won't. It won't. But it doesn't mean that it has to change for the worse. It just means that we have to be grateful for everything that we've had so far and be grateful that we're still here. If you wake up in the morning and you're here, that's already something fantastic. Okay? Celebrate life every single day. Make yourself the winner. Make yourself the centerpiece of your life. Okay? You don't have to go all ego crazy, but you can look at yourself and say, it's pretty awesome that I'm here. And I count. I'm here for a reason. Okay? Make it count. Make it worth something. When you help people, help them with all your heart. Do your very best every day. Give them your very best. Trust me, it will come back to you. And lastly, don't let anybody else take control of your life. Take courage. Know that you can do it. You have the strength. You have the ability to do it. Okay? You can do anything you put your mind to. Absolutely. And you don't want anybody else taking over your life. You want to take care of your life. You want to be in charge of your life. Okay? All right. So I'm going to pull an ancestor card for a message for everybody who's left in the room. And then I'm going to call it a night. Hi, Ashley. Who's Tony? Hi, Pia. Hi, Ambra. All right. It's kind of funny because we had the Temperance card, and the Justice card is also about being accountable for life, right? The making fair decisions for yourself. So this is the Ancestor card that came out. Justice. I like that. And you have Optimism. Optimism can also be the card of the stars and also the sun, the radiance, the enthusiasm. And that's what we had, the contrast between the darkness and the light, the balance. So it's the same sort of energy, my beautiful. I'm going to look at optimism for you here. We're going to see what it has to say, and then we're going to call it a beautiful night, my friends, because it is Sunday after all, right? I have Brenda, who's also on my Facebook group. If you're not, at the bottom, there's Facebook. Hi, Amber. Amber, if I'm correct, you are absolutely somebody. Wait a minute. Let me check. Let me check before I say something wrong. Amber, are you still part of my... I don't see you, though. I thought you were part of my... maybe at one point, eh? No, I thought I saw something. That's okay. All right, optimism. Let's do this. Let's do this. Sunshine and lollipops. And the glass half full. Optimism is an attitude. It's a bright outlook that says, I'm confident that the future will land sunny side up, no matter what, and not greasy side down. That's the pessimist's way. Winston Churchill believed the pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, and the optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Wow, I love that. You'll know this individual and loved one instantly because of how they make everyone around them feel. They could be dealing with their own personal ripples of doubt or uncertainty, but you'll never see it, assuming the worst doesn't occur to the optimist, who even rejects being branded as a quitter or naysayer. The optimist understands the utilitarian nature of this mindset. This isn't a blissed out state that glosses over everything with an imbecile, happy, dappy brush. I love that. Energetically, a positive outlook raises your vibration and well-being, but allows you to see the outline of a challenge very clearly and realistically. You just choose to make the best of a situation and allow that it can always be worse and that there are always better things to come. Pessimism can be a powerful driver and undercurrent that runs destructively behind the scenes, undermining anything you endeavor. It's the voice and agenda of why bother really, nothing ventured, nothing loused up or lost. The beloved dead of optimism, insert smiley face, brings a message of hope. It says, choose to align with an attitude of positive self-assurance instead of tedious, old self-sabotage. There you go. I guess it kind of just says it all. And as always, they're always in line with every message. They make my job super easy, and I am very grateful that you guys have come to spend some time with me. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who said hello, who commented, who liked, who shared, who does everything, who comes to see me every day. I appreciate wholeheartedly. Heart, heart. Yeah, I suck at this. There you go. Heart. I'll just rip mine out and send it to you. All right? Take good care of yourself, my beautiful ones, and I will see you next week. I will probably be doing a live soon with Brenda because she has asked me to. I'm going to try and coax her to come here to spend some time with us. And then we're going to do the same thing, but with two people, which is usually really cool because she's an awesome reader and we really work well together. So take good care of yourselves. And thank you, Aces, Allie, for helping out. I appreciate it so much. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of evening and a great Samhain. Take care. Bye.